So I wrote this list on the 57th day of my food plan. All my life I've had gas all day long, just had to learn to control it. Now I have no gas, except maybe 2 or 3 times a day at very acceptable times. I have a lot of seborrheic keratoses on parts of my body, a lot especially on my back. They're now, I notice, less raised, smoother, and lighter in color. As long as I can remember, I've had these funny little flesh-colored bumps on the inside of my knees, like goosebumps. No lotion has ever been able to get rid of them, and now they are gone. I don't crave an afternoon nap like I used to. Now when I think I need to rest my body, I can stretch out, but I don't fall asleep. I can also put my socks on while standing up. I haven't been able to do that in a long time. I bump into things less. I've lost about 10 pounds, not a lot, but my jeans are roomier, and I noticed that I have less back fat. I do not crave sweets as I did in the past, but I do still like sweets a lot when I have them. For several years, I've been having at least a couple of times a month sort of a diaper rash in the anal area, and I have none of that anymore, and I think my sphincter muscles in that area are tighter. Also, my bladder control was on the verge of my needing to do some Kegel exercises. I just hadn't quite started them yet, but now I have no problem in that area, and actually my bladder seems to have a greater capacity. Also, I've had what I thought was arthritis in my hands for many, many years, and I notice now that I have a lot less pain and stiffness in my hands. The end. To be continued.
Yeah, but can you tell us, you know, how this all came about? How did you get started?
Well, for Christmas I decided to give myself a present of food allergy testing because of the irritation from my stool. I thought maybe I was eating something that was really causing the irritation. So I was on the right track, I think. Okay. So I had the blood testing for allergies, and then Dr. Nathan suggested that I do the metabolic typing, so I knew how to eat better the foods that I could eat. You know, so I did that test, and we put together the metabolic typing with the food allergy list, and I religiously followed the plan. I was religious about it. So I have been very good at it, and now actually feel like I could stray a tad.
Right.
Not much,
right,
but a tad, you know. But it has, I was hoping for the weight loss and the irritation to be discontinued. But all this other stuff, I have a hard time believing it. I mean, I do believe it, but so I guess I don't have a hard time believing it. But it's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, what would you say to somebody else who might be looking at this?
I would say,
you know, because there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people that don't even know that there's anything mm-hmm. like this that can help them, and it's so simple. That,
right.
And it's, you know, really kind of cost effective when you look at
mm-hmm.
you know, the costs of, you know,
yeah.
lotions and ointments and
right.
kind of, you know, cover things
yes.
up and stuff.
Yeah, I will say, I think for a single person, it is so doable, so easy to adapt to, you know, because there's just you to consider. So I think it might be a challenge if you had a family of 8, you know, but just going by the food allergy list would, I mean, that's so easy just to avoid those foods, and then to pick and choose off which purple foods and which green foods you can eat. So,
well,
yeah.
I'm so glad that you're doing so much better.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.